Hello and welcome to another episode of GameHammer Extra, where we're talking about all of the massive pile of stuff that I've got here that we've been picking up this month. It's been a busy one because, well, we're coming into this from April essentially and May, so I've got 2 months worth of stuff here. So let's get straight into it with the first thing that I think you'll like. I've been wanting one of these for quite a while. Finally got myself a nice Sonic the Hedgehog, and he holds my controllers. So, hello Sonic, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. Gotta hold fast.
I love it. Let's get into it. What I've got here is a combination of many things from many systems, and the first thing is Fantasia on the Mega Drive. Now, I didn't bother going for the box version because basically I just want to play it because people say it's a bad game, but I actually found that it was slightly below average, but not as bad as people say it is. It's a decent enough platformer. It's not up to the standards of a lot of the other Disney platformers on the Mega Drive, but for the most part, yeah, it was actually pretty good fun. But that's really the only one I've got for the Mega Drive, because next up we had Minecraft on Xbox. Now, I've been playing Minecraft for years. I actually had an old one from the beta test era where it was only £10 to buy the game. That's how long I've had Minecraft. I don't think that account exists anymore, because they sent me reminders to move over from the old Mojang account to the Microsoft thing, and I never got round to it. Now I think about it at the time. So it's gone. But it doesn't really matter because for the last couple of years, Jen and I have been playing this on Game Pass. And finally, since I don't really bother with Game Pass anymore and I'm going to probably drop it, I decided to get a copy of the game for Xbox One so I can continue playing the game. We've got a massive city on there. Jen and I worked out how to not only get villagers to breed, but also how to join little villages together. And we've made a city. And it's a really good city. Everyone wanders around even at night now because it's so safe that all the villagers just wander around whenever they feel like it. It's brilliant. And we've been building that for years in survival mode. Not bad, I think. But even that's not all of it, because I also managed to find this. Now, this is just ridiculous. Neopets Puzzle Adventure. Do you remember Neopets? I used to play Neopets back in the turn of the century when I was at university. I had a Neopets account and some cool little guys that were my little pets. None of the little guys I remember are in this. They're all really ugly looking knockoff Pokemon. But the game is a reasonable puzzle adventure game. It's aimed at kids, definitely, but it's not as bad as I expected it to be. Let's put it that way. What have I got next? This came from a charity shop, and I'm really glad I picked it up, because it's Shadow Master, Master of Shadows. This is, if you've ever played Descent, but thought being able to go up and down as well as side to side was a little bit too much to bear, and it made you a little bit travel sick, which is how it was with me. Well, this might be for you. This is by Psygnosis, who also made Lemmings and stuff like that. But what was the other one? Shadow the Beast? I think it was Shadow the Beast. They always go for tech demo style action sort of games. And this is actually pretty damn good. It's got a lot of style to it. Very Doom-like, only in a vehicle. Pretty damn good. Enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing that. Can't get off the first level. It is a tough game. There are only like 6 levels or maybe 8. It's a tough game, but I enjoyed it. It's pretty good. But the one that I held off making this video in order to include, well, it's Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. This game is excellent. I'm writing a review for Fusion Magazine and also the Fusion Retro Books website, or Fusion R, I think. Fusion R Gamer, I think is called the website, doing a review for them as well. And I think it's going to get a very high mark. I'm really enjoying it. I've been playing it on live streams and it's really, really good fun. Absolutely top notch. But it's not the only game I got for the Switch, because I finally picked up a copy of Starlink. Now, Starlink is an oddity. It's one of those Toys to Life games, but it came out near the end of the Toys to Life lifespan, when people were getting sick of filling their houses with plastic stuff to attach to games. So it didn't really do well. But I've got most of the vehicles for it now, most of the pilots, most of the weapons, and I like the game. It's a very fun game. It's an action exploration game, but it's very much Ubisoft. So there's towers to find, there's little things to do on each planet to get 100% completion on it, lots of different planets. And weirdly enough, they've added in a complete extra story just for the Switch version, which means that if you've got it on Xbox One or PlayStation, I had it on Xbox One, still got it on Xbox One. If you've got that version, it's not the complete experience because there's an entire Star Fox game in this game that you haven't got on your version. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. So I'm really enjoying it on the Switch, just as much, possibly more than I was enjoying it when I was playing it on Xbox One. It's that kind of game. I really like it. Now, these should have been in a previous video because I picked them up a while ago. They're from just down in town when I've been visiting CEX. And for those of you who know, I kind of like my PlayStation Portable. It's a fun system. So I picked up Archer McLean's Mercury on it. This, if you've ever played Marble Madness from back in the day, like Mega Drive era, but wanted a little bit more puzzle action with changing colours and a little puzzle like that, then get this, Archer McLean's Mercury. It's really good. I've got the PlayStation 2 version and that's good, but this one, being on the go, just has a little bit of an extra feel to it. It's really nice. Then Lumines 2, had to have this because I love Lumines 1. I actually finished Lumines on mobile version back with my little flip phone, and that was really good. This is excellent as well, so very happy to add that. Then I had to pick up Untold Legends. Now this is Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade. There is a second one, or maybe this is the second one. I can't remember which is which, but the standalone game, so it doesn't matter which one you're playing. This is basically a Diablo clone, and it's excellent. I'm really enjoying my way through this, so yeah, I can highly recommend Brotherhood of the Blade, Untold Legends. And last but not least, Midway Arcade Treasures, Extended Play they call this version. It's not got as many things on as the PlayStation 2 Midway Arcade Treasures. But it's still a lot of good stuff, like Spy Hunter, Clax, Joust, you know, the good stuff. Really enjoying that. Really expands what you've got as an option on your PSP as well, if you have a multi-game thing like that. But even that's not all, because I've still got a huge amount of stuff here. So, recently I was in Italy. And it was like it was the holiday of a lifetime. I wanted to go and visit Pompeii since I studied the Cambridge Latin course back at school, which if you ever had to do Latin at school and you did the Cambridge Latin course, you'll know why Pompeii is so important, because Caecilius lives there. Caecilius is one of the main characters in the course. So got to see Pompeii. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. But while I was there, I realised, hang on, we're in a villa which has an address. I could order from CEX. CEX has 4 branches in Italy. So I ordered. Picked up Car Wash Tycoon, which was a fraction of the cost of the version that you can get in the UK, but plays in English and is fantastic for that. It's not the best game ever. It feels like a Flash game, but I've got it in the collection. That's what counts. Got a Singstar game from Italy, Singstar Radio 105, which, if you notice the cover, is where's Singstar? Right, let's have a look. Singstar Pop or Singstar Pop? No, Pop World. Here it is. It's the same cover. So we got Pop World, they got Radio 105. Same cover, same release, different track list. So ours has a load of stuff that was popular in the UK. Got Kylie Minogue, Joss Stone, Good Charlotte, Fountains of Wayne, that kind of thing. This has Europlanetali, Alex Britti, Negrita La Differenzia, Huberstank, things like that. Like, it's a different track list. So, of course, if you're going for a complete set like I am, you need to have this in the collection. So, I've got it, and it's actually not bad. I can't sing most of the songs. There's some in English, and to be honest with you, I can't sing them either. But it's worth having. And then we've got some more Italian. Excuse it. Now this is weird. All Music Dance. It's in English. It never came out here. I'm not kidding. It's in English. It's basically Dancing Stage Max and things like that. Or the UK one, Dance Stage Party or something like that. It's got Run DMC. That's the way it is on here. Laz Ketchup by Laz Ketchup. It's on here. You know Laz Ketchup. I mean, it was one of the worst songs ever released. But you know it because it's an earworm. Sophie Ellis Bextor, Sugar Hill Gang. It's all in English. Never released in the UK. And then finally, from the Italian set, the one that made me really sit up and take notice, Hoppy. Hoppy is completely in English. If you remember Squeak on the Amstrad, Slider on the Game Gear Sim game, and stuff like that, the jump on a tile to change its colours type of experience puzzle game, that's what Hoppy is. It's just a jump around puzzle game. Never came out in the UK. Completely in English. Why? So happy to add that to the set. Really enjoyed it as well when I played it. It's actually a pretty good game. Then I found a copy of Lego Dimensions. Finally got Lego Dimensions. I need to get the Doctor Who one. That's what I'm really looking for. Got the original game plus all of the pieces to go with it, which is hard to find these days if you get it. It's over in the corner. So I'm not going to move it because if it falls apart, it'll take me ages to find the bits in the office. So I'm going to leave it over there. But suffice to say, I can plug it in, put other people on, and we'll probably play it live on GameHammer Live or something like that, try and get through it, because it's that kind of game. Really looking forward to giving that a try. What else found? Charity shop find, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It's the one that has, what was it? Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered on it. I don't know whether Remastered's on there, or whether it was a download only, but I saw it for cheap in the charity shop, had to have it. I do like my old school Call of Duty, not the modern one that's full of quick time events and like a 4-hour campaign, and then it's all about the multiplayer. Not bothered with that. Another one I had to pick up though was, well, I like my Lego games, as you might notice from Lego Dimensions, the fact that I've got pretty much every Lego film tie-in game, except for this one, which I've now got, Lego Avengers. Weirdly, I thought it was going to start off and then continue with the second Avengers game, but it's not. It's 1 and 2 together. So, really good with that one. Really enjoying it. Fighting around as the Hulk is an amazing experience. Because, well, with the Lego film tie-in games, one of the things you do is you have to smash up all the stuff that's around you in order to find the things to progress through the level, and also to get all of the studs that you need to get 100% on the game. Well, what do you think happens when you're the Hulk? He's built to smash, so it is such a good experience. You just go around tearing the level up. It's fantastic. Love it. Great fun game. That's not all now. Found a PS2 exclusive from India. Yeah, one of the late ones from India, the final game that was produced by Sony for the PlayStation 2. The Dawn 2, the game. Yeah. People said this wasn't very good, and it's a poor man's budget a shooting game. I enjoy playing it. It's fun. I played it on Monday Night Live, one of my live streams, and it's a good experience. It's not as good as some of the best, but it's far better than some of the more mediocre ones. It's a good middle of the road, but higher level middle of the road budget shooter. I really enjoyed it. Then I found another one that's an Italian one. This should have been with the Italian. I don't know why it's not. This is not Italian exclusive, but finding a copy in the UK is bloody hard. So Euro Race Champion. Is that? Yeah, Euro Race Champion. Really, really decent budget racer. Had a lot of fun with this one. I actually think if you can find a copy and it's like cheap, it's probably worth it. And then the other one that I got from Italy, which should have been with the others, but for some reason isn't, that I can't believe I couldn't find in the UK. And if you get a chance to find this, get it. Gunbird Special Edition. This is a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, and it's amazing. I kid you not, this is fantastic. It's one of the best shooters I've played in a while, and really, really enjoyed it. Get a copy if you can. It's a very Japanese, cutesy anime style artwork, but really solid gameplay. If you have a chance, get it. Then we found another one in a charity shop. Just that I go out every day, check all the local charity shops. Because my way of seeing it is, most of the time there's nothing there. But if you're there every day, then when they do have something, you've got a very good chance of getting it. And that's what happened with this. Ghost Recon Wildlands. Haven't played it yet, but I know it's going to be decent because it's an Ubisoft. So it's going to be one of those where it's got a very solid core gameplay loop, because Ubisoft really does excel at pulling you in, even if the game isn't that interesting to you. It has that good solid core. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Then, before I went away, but this came while I was away, I was told that From Software had made a mech game on the Xbox 360 that I should have a look at. So I ordered it. It wasn't that expensive, and it's Chrome Hounds. Reasonably difficult to get hold of, so look out for it if you can. Decent mech game. If you're into your mech assault action games, you'll enjoy Chrome Hounds. Yeah, so I'm very happy to add that. And weirdly enough, I know it's From Software, but it's by Sega. It's published by Sega. So you get the attitude from Sega, because Sega always puts a little bit of attitude in their stuff, and you get the difficulty from Software, so I'm very happy with that. But even that's not enough, because I found this down in town, just randomly wandered into CEX and found that they had a cheap PlayStation 2 game that I didn't have. This hardly ever happens anymore. It's been a very long time since I could go into CEX and find a game for 50 pence, and yet Beach King Stunt Racer is that game. I bought it the other day. This is basically, what if we had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but instead of having a skateboard, you were on a beach buggy, and we managed to put in even more turn-of-the-century stereotypes. It's that kind of thing. The guy is basically a surfer dude, and he's trying to impress a surfer babe. That's what they call the women. I am not kidding. It's that kind of stereotype, you know, the lads' night out, beach party time, all fun and games, turn of the century, attitudes. There you are, Beach King Stunt Racer. Not as bad as I was expecting it to be. Had a fair bit of fun, because like I say, it's Tony Hawk, only with a beach buggy. It's actually quite good. Then found another Japanese role-playing game, but it's an action-style role-playing game, Gallion Ash. I've watched the film. There was I believe it starts with the PlayStation 1 with a game called Galarians, and then there's Galarians Rion, which is the film, and then there's Ash. And it's like either the film is based on the story of the first game, or it's the tie-in that ties the first game to the second game. But this, the opening on this references the film. The film is almost incomprehensible if you haven't played the original game, which I found out after I watched it. Actually, I found out while I was watching it, because I was like, what the hell is going on? It's very pretty. I had no idea what was going on. So yeah, actually not a bad game. I've been playing a little bit of that, and I think we'll go for a full playthrough of it one day, but only after I find and play the original. Even that's not the finish though, because my goodness. I needed to ensure that a certain game I was buying was coming not from the local shops, because I knew that the game in the local shops was damaged and I couldn't get it to work. So I ordered via the usual CEX method of find another shop that has something you don't have that you'd fancy and buy that at the same time, so they all come bundled together. So I thought, all right, I'll have a look around on PlayStation 2 games. And I found one that appeared to be some kind of futuristic racer, like maybe a Wipeout clone or something like that. And I thought, well, that seems okay. It's not in my set. I kind of fancy playing it. Let's give it a try. So I ordered 12 Stag. This is not a futuristic racing game. No, it's not a Wipeout clone. It's not like Extreme G. This is one of the greatest vertically scrolling shooter bullet hell games that I have ever played. This is fantastic. I sat down to give it a try and make sure the disc worked, and ended up just hammering continue whenever I died, because I wanted to see what came up next. This is fantastic. I absolutely recommend, if you get the chance, give this a try. 12 Stag, bullet hell shooter. Amazing. Really is. Love it. But even that's not the finish, because I've got 3 more here. So, as I say, go into the local charity shops every day just to see if there's anything there. And the other day there was. Wolfenstein. Resealed. It's been through somewhere like Music Magpie or something like that, because it's resealed. It's not original seal, and we'll be taking the seal off and playing it. Wolfenstein, Xbox 360. Love myself a first-person shooter. Love it. Amped 3. No, no case. No cover, but manual and game. I don't know what the hell's happened there, but I wasn't going to leave it behind, because I like my snowboarding, racing, tricks style games, you know, like SSX and all that. And then a perfect copy of Perfect Dark Zero. This thing is freaking heavy. There's a bit of metal inside it as well. It's a really nice condition game. Everything's here with this thing here. with a number on it. I have no idea what the number's for. It's probably, if it is a code, it's probably been used. Really nice condition. I really like the fact that I've managed to get a pretty much perfect copy of this, and it's the limited collector's edition of it. So there we are. Really happy to have picked that up. And that's all I've got for you this time, because it's a fair amount. I have been, like I say, collecting for 2 months now, and that's what the pile is, and it's normally not that big. There are other titles on their way, which we'll have to go into the June pickups video because they're just not here. But for the moment, pretty damn happy with what I've got. Have you guys been having a good collection time? I'd love to hear from you. And what out of that are you the most impressed with? Because I'm really impressed with, well, pretty much all of it. Really happy. Got a lot of good gaming there to play, and we will, because I've been expanding the live streams. That's what I'm focusing on at the moment. It's getting a lot of interest from people. We're having a lot of good chats as I'm gaming, so I'm happy in playing stuff. But for now, that's all I've got for you. I've been Zoe Kirk Robinson. You've been watching GameHammer Extras with the pickups video. Let me know what you think of the collection there, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. If you like the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It really does help create future videos. That's patreon.com/Zoe Kirk Robinson. And I've got an extra special thanks going out to Chief89, Sam Yates, Retro Mickey 82, Mo Henry, and George Bortorini. Thank you so much, guys.